Chapter 32. The Presentation. The top executives were sitting around the conference table expecting a disaster. They had high hopes for George early on, but all they knew was that his performance was getting worse by the month and today would be his last day. Today would be the final straw. The NRG 2000 was to be officially launched by the company in a month, and this presentation would determine if the product team was on track or in disarray as usual. They would in all likelihood place a senior executive to work with the product team and replace George. The NRG 2000 was their next big product push that would take their revenue to an all-time high, and they certainly couldn't place the future of their company in him. George stood at the front of the room and looked into their eyes. He could see their negativity and doubt. He knew they were expecting him to crumble and fail. Why wouldn't they, he thought. His heart started to race and he found himself not able to think. Fear was starting to overtake him. Not now, he thought. I cannot allow them to bring me down. He remembered Joy telling him that his positive energy must be greater than anyone's negativity, and in that one thought he found a smiling face staring at him. He thought of Joy, took a deep breath, and an incredible calm came over him. There certainly would be more failures in his life, but not today. Today he would not be allowed to fail. The executives were expecting a complete disaster, but George and his team delivered one of the best product launches ever seen. His bus was cruising and the executives all jumped on for the ride. After the presentation, George and his team gave each other a group hug and the executives all flocked to George with pleasantly surprised looks of shock on their faces, wanting to know how he had just done so great. I decided it was time that I stopped being just a manager and started being a chief energy officer, he told them. They had no idea what he was talking about, but it didn't matter. George wasn't going anywhere except to meet with his team. He would have plenty of time to explain to the execs how to get on their energy bus and develop chief energy officers. But for today he would take it easy, give his team the day off, and let them know how much he appreciated all they had done. Today they hit a home run in the bottom of the ninth inning with the bases loaded, and it was cause for celebration. But interestingly enough, when George told his team they could all go home and enjoy the day off, none of them wanted to leave. They all wanted to celebrate with the team and George. They wanted to savor the sweet smell of victory and soak up the energy of the moment together. George began to understand that a team who puts their heart and soul into a project and works hard toward a shared purpose wants to celebrate together. They had accomplished something amazing and they deserved to bask in the light of a job well done. He couldn't deny them that. They were his team and he loved them now more than ever. So instead of sending them home, George invited them all to lunch, where he treated them to an afternoon of food, fun, and unofficial team building. The team talked about their success today and their plans of continued success for the road ahead. They knew where their bus was going and they were excited about being on it.